Hey guys, it's Jason with KSL. This is take two on the series that we're doing. I want to thank Shelly from Two Old Crows Homestead. I called her and was talking to her about the video series, and she's like, something doesn't sound right. So I went in and redid the math on it. I figured something wrong, but now we're all good. But what I've got is I've been thinking about it. As far as sustainability and how much food everybody talks about, oh, I've got beans and rice and beans and all that, and stored food and stuff like that put back. But I started looking at the aspect of the sustainability part of how much you need to grow at your own farm to be self-sufficient for your meat supply. So what we're going to do, it'll be a 4 to 5 part series. We're going to do, right now I've got chickens, pigs, sheep, and cows. We'll probably do a rabbit one. If everybody wants to hear rabbits, we'll do it. And what this is going to do is explain how many of each animal you will need for a family of 4 to get you through a year. So we're going to start with chickens. Excuse me. We're going to start with chickens today and go through what a family of 4 would need chicken-wise if they were only going to eat chicken is going to be their only meat for a year. So we'll start off doing a few numbers and stuff like that. All right, what I've got, and you can take a screenshot of this if you want to. What I've got first, chickens. And what I wanted to figure was how much actual meat you got off the chicken, actual usable boneless meat that you got off the chicken. So the yield of finished meat, to figure out the easiest way to figure out, and these are all averages from the internet. I've never taken a chicken and pulled all the meat off of it and weighed it and then weighed the carcass and all that. So this is all just averages from the internet. All right, to get finished meat, your live weight times 0.68% or 0.68 gives you the carcass weight usually. So what you can do is take the carcass weight times 0.65 will give you the finished meat, the finished boneless meat that you will get off a chicken. So an example of that, if you've got a 5-pound carcass weight, multiply it by 0.65, that gives you 3¼ pounds of finished meat. So finished boneless meat is what you're going to get off. A couple of the breeds that I looked at, Freedom Rangers, you're going to get a 5 to 6 pound carcass weight in 9 to 11 weeks. The American Bresse, male 6 to 7 pounds in 16 weeks. Females 4 to 5 pounds in 16 weeks. The American Bresses take a little bit longer. I purposely did not put Cornish crosses in here just because Cornish crosses from a homesteading standpoint are not sustainable. You can't hatch those and raise those on your homestead. But the Freedom Rangers and the American Bresse, you can actually hatch those and have a sustainable flock on your homestead. So what I went in and figured, average calories in 1 ounce of chicken is 51.5 calories per ounce is the average for your chicken. And what I based this on, of course, everything's based on a 2,000 calorie per day person. I figured this on an average adult male. The thing is, if you figure everything on an average adult male, if you've got younger kids or you've got older people that don't eat as much, figure it all on an average fighting age male is the way I figure all my food supply. Because I've started this a long time ago, and if you've got a 6-year-old right now that's not eating as much, who knows, you might not get into your stocks until the kid's 15, and then you're like, ooh, I figured this for a 7-year-old, I don't have enough food. And then also, if you figure it for the older people, they might not eat as much, but you figured it heavy, so that gives you some wiggle room on stuff, and it just gives you a buffer, because you're probably not going to figure it right. I know I might not even figure it right, but I would rather come up over than short. And honestly, in a grid down situation, you're probably going to be eating more than 2,000 calories a day. So all you got to do, like I said, you can take a screenshot of this, figure the math on it. But needed for an adult male per day, I figured it in at getting 1,000 calories from the meat per day. So that comes out to 19.5 ounces of chicken meat per day. If you want to do 1,500 calories per day, you're looking at 29 ounces is what you're going to need. So now we're going to do this for a family of 4. So what you got, a family of 4, you just take your 19.2, multiply it by 4. That comes out to 78 ounces of chicken per day. And then you're getting, with the 3 1/4 pounds, you're getting 52 ounces of meat per bird. So what that breaks down to is 1.5 chickens per day is what you will need for a family of 4. Then the math is super easy. We'll do 1.5. 1.5 chickens per day times 365 days per year comes out to 548 chickens per year is what you would need on the homestead for a family of 4. And now, before everybody's like, holy crap, that's a lot of chickens. Yeah, that's a lot of chickens. But this is based on if the only meat that you were getting is from the chickens, you would need 548 chickens. I'm not saying that if you eat chicken once a week, you're going to need 548. This is if you're eating chicken for your sole meat source every day, all your meals for a year for a family of 4. And it does seem like a lot. So to achieve that, honestly, to achieve that right up here, you're going to need to be hatching out new chicks pretty much every month. And that breaks down, you take your 548 divided by 12. So you're looking at about 46 birds per month is what you're going to need to hatch out to keep that train rolling and having new ones. And now that does not account for any dead, any chicks that die, or any eggs that don't hatch out. So you might want to bump that up. Maybe 10 extra birds, maybe 55, 56 birds a month is what you'd want to hatch out, just to keep the conveyor belt going on new stuff. But I wanted to do this. The next one we'll do is probably the pigs. And then as a final wrap up, we'll see, what stacks up the best and what we could do if we were doing chickens and pigs, how many we could do, figure that kind of stuff. But guys, if you like this video, let me know in the comments. Share it, like, and subscribe. And we will see you at the festival in October. And the festival website is KentuckySustainableLiving.com. Y'all have a good day.